life. You gotta living my best life. Oh, living my best life.
Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel, Sandy's Cup of Tea, and today I have some leftover rice in the refrigerator. So quickly I'm going to make, just got home, I'm going to make some quick dinner for us, okay? So I have some sausages, some asparagus tips cut up, some sweet peppers, some tomatoes, onions, and fresh herbs from the garden, which is scallions, celery, parsley, and rosemary. And I have 4 eggs in that bowl, and I'm gonna mix it all together. Oh, and I also have a hot pepper in there as well, okay? So I'm gonna mix this all together, and I am gonna, cook this rice up so this could be our dinner tonight. No wasting food, okay? Too expensive. Okay, so I forgot to show you guys. I put some coconut oil and a very little drop of butter in there. Just very little. I'm gonna put the onions and the sausages in. Let that cook up a little. Okay. I'm gonna put a little bit of salt out. Okay, when you're doing not live, but when you're doing cooking, there's a things that happen. The cover just fell on the floor, but I'll pick it up after, not a problem. So I put a little bit of salt, not too much. Some black pepper, nice fresh cracked black pepper. I'm gonna put in there. I'm going to stir this up a little bit. Again, this is a quick meal that I'm making quickly, and with leftovers from the refrigerator, okay? All the leftovers that I have. So I have some veggies. Before I do grocery, I try to use what I have in the refrigerator so nothing goes bad. So just, whatever you want to put in it. I have some rice that's leftover. I'm not going to throw that out. Alright, so you just kind of brown the sausage. Listen, I'm tired, okay? So just brown the sausage up a little. And then I'm going to put in the tomatoes, the sweet peppers, and some of the herbs, not all. Keep some for when everything is done cooking to put on the top, okay? So not all of it, just keep a little. And put the asparagus in. Let's get that. Put the asparagus in and let that cook up. With fresh herbs from your garden, oh my God, it makes such a big difference. Such a big difference. I mean, you could use the bottle herbs. I use it in this if I don't have. I use the herbs from the bottle, but if I don't I've got to get in the grocery, the dry herbs. But as long as I have the fresh herbs, that's what I use all the time. You don't want to put a lot of salt or anything in this because we don't use a lot of salt, but you put salt to your taste and season with your, whatever suits you, okay? Mike and I do not use a lot of salt. We don't use a lot of sugar. We try to stay away from things like that, okay? So when it gets to this point, everything is nice and cooked and softened, I will cover it and let it cook for a little while, okay? Just make sure that the herbs and stuff is, not the herbs, the asparagus and stuff is all cooked. So make sure the asparagus and the sweet peppers are cooked, and then I'll show you what the next step is. Okay, when it gets like this, now I'm gonna take my eggs and I'm gonna put some of this inside the eggs and let that kind of bring the egg to the temperature of the pot. This is called tempering. So when you put the eggs in here, the eggs are not gonna scramble. Okay, so just put a little bit of the stuff in there, in the eggs, and just stir that, and then you put it in your pot, okay? So it's not gonna scramble when you put it in your pot now. All right. Then I'm gonna take my rice. Where is my rice? And I'm gonna put my rice in here. This is the leftover rice that I had. You see, it's a lot of rice, so why throw this out? This could make a meal again. And I'm not gonna put any soy sauce or anything on it. I'm just making this very, very simple. Okay, so I'm gonna put all the rice in here. Oh God, the pepper is choking me. Excuse me, guys. And then I'm gonna take my spatula, not my spatula, my spoon. Well, it's like a little spatula spoon. I love this. And stir it. Just give it a nice stir. Again, we want this very simple. I don't want any soy sauce or anything in it. If we don't need it, I don't put it. And we don't need it for this, okay? So just stir this, keep stirring this. Now remember, the rice is cold, so we're gonna, let that rice heat up in this. You don't have to cook the rice a lot because the rice is already cooked. You're just pretty much heating everything up, okay? So just keep stirring it. I'm gonna continue stirring this and then I'll show you what it looks like when everything is all done. Okay, so this is all done. Look how nice this rice looks. See, nice. And this is a meal. It has all the veggies in it, and now I'm gonna put the fresh herbs on top and let that stay in there and infuse the rice even more. So you put the fresh herbs on top, and that's it. Okay, it's gonna infuse, and that's gonna, with the heat of the pot, that's gonna get in there and make everything nice. Let's get that out. Okay, so that's it. That's a meal right there with leftovers. Let me show. Okay, look at this. That's a meal right there. Leftover rice, sausages, sweet peppers, onions, asparagus, seasoned to your taste with salt, black pepper. What else do I have in there? And that's it. And then I put some eggs in. All right, remember, do the eggs like I showed you. Temper the eggs first before you pour it in. Otherwise, you're gonna have fry eggs. All right, and this is our meal. This is a perfect meal with leftovers from the refrigerator. Okay, hope you enjoy this. Try it. I'm telling you, Mike and I eat all different things, but we try to eat as healthy as we can when we can. So this is pretty much a healthy meal. There's nothing really bad in that, except for the little bit of butter, the very little touch, and the coconut oil. Okay?